take off the fans okay.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Willis going to throw it right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The Packers at 7-3 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
22 yards there, a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? It's like who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Dontrell Hilliard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll run again with Hilliard. And some room to maneuver. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Dontrell Hilliard with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep...
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's one for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Willis, 4th down here. That's caught by McMahon. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Willis. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Third down, it's Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 21-0 our score after 1.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The running back, Dontrell Hilliard, has it here. 20! Touchdown, Packers! Dontrell Hilliard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Willis now off of play action. He'll buy some time right. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Play fake. Here's Willis. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Right back to him on first down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. It's Hilliard. 125 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Now a carry here for Hilliard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On the run, this is Hilliard. And he's got room. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Here's Hilliard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 2nd down, Hilliard, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Open man is McMath. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So some disappointment there as the field goal falls short, and we have reached the intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Willis will look to throw on first down. He'll let it fly for Austin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Willis looks to pass it here. He's going to let it go again. And my goodness, another interception. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And then
that's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And that is incomplete air. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Calvin Austin from 10 yards out. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run the counter. Hilliard. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back them out of field goal range. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at the 20. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They go play action with Willis. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now Willis on 1st and 10. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Willis will look to pass again here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Willis. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Racy McMath, 26 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Now a handoff up the middle. Hilliard, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, now Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson, 45 yards. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Crosby on now to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1st and 10, it's Willis. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Up the middle they go. Hilliard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Willis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though this...
And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry from 6 yards away. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get 1 look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They'll try the left side. Hilliard.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 180 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Caleb Farley there on the tackle.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On second down now, Hilliard, and he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 26. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Hilliard, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Rodgers looking to throw.
Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Well, this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is the execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Well, this was a fun one today. If you